Good morning. Welcome to Gulf Beach Baptist, the church at the beach. My name's Andrew Clem, and I'm with Campus Outreach on Summer Beach Project, and I'll be today's host for this morning's video announcements. So come along with me and let's see how God is moving. So I grew up here in Panama City till about the age of 10, and then my dad's work just caused us to move around a good bit, so I spent some time in Georgia, and then most recently I lived in Prattville, Alabama for all of my high school years. And I grew up in a church home. You know, from a very young age, my parents really made an effort of living out their Christianity when it comes to parenting. Me and my sisters, you know, from a very young age, they showed us what it looks like to live for Christ. From a very young age, I understood what the gospel was, and even in a sense believed that God was real, you know, and that He loved me. But I don't think I had a full understanding of what it meant to be a Christian and to surrender my life to Christ until I was a little bit older. I was able to understand it a little bit more. But then it came time to decide where to go for college, you know, and Troy University was an easy decision for me. My parents went there, my sisters went there, and we would always go for football games growing up, and it just seemed like home. To get plugged into Campus Outreach, that was another easy decision for me. My sisters were involved when they went to Troy, and it really did change their lives, you know, really taught them what it looked like to be a Christian and to live out their faith daily and to share the gospel with others. And that's why I made the decision to come to Beach Project and see what it looks like to follow Jesus day in and day out. Campus Outreach had its beginning in 1978 in Birmingham, Alabama at Briarwood Presbyterian Church. The ministry began with one full-time staff person who was a recent graduate from Samford University. At that time, it was the desire of the leadership at Briarwood to have an influence on the college-age students in their church, in their denomination, and at the campuses in their region. These student groups are those for which the church felt responsible to establish and maintain a Christian influence. The ministry enjoyed a great beginning and within a couple years began to expand to campuses in different cities in the Alabama region. Strong connections in each community and good relationships with local churches and campus administration provided fertile ground for continued growth. By 1988, CO had expanded to 9 campuses with full-time staff around the state of Alabama and into Georgia. In 1989, the ministry continued to expand into the Georgia region through the leadership of First Presbyterian Church in Augusta, Georgia. This was the beginning of Campus Outreach Augusta. Since this time, more than 25 other franchises have been established under local churches. So Campus Outreach's mission statement is glorifying God by building laborers on the campus for the lost world. You know, in my head, that's something I can really buy into. Because, you know, if I call myself a Christian, if I call myself a follower of Christ, wouldn't I want to share the gospel with those that need to hear it? So coming to Beach Project was one of the easiest decisions I've ever made. So our 3 main meetings that we have in a week are knowing God, becoming like Him, and making Him known. So, you know, we start out by just knowing God. What does it look like to know Christ intimately? Like, who is God? What is our sin? Why do we need a Savior? That's the kind of stuff we learn in the Knowing God rally. And then on the Becoming Like Him, we learn what it looks like to mold our lives after Jesus. And then because of our lives being like Jesus, we go out and make Him known to those that need to hear it. So this is my second summer at Beach Project, you know, and God's already done so much just in these first 3 weeks. You know, I'm down in Panama City working a job at the Holiday Inn Resort, bellhop. You know, I get to carry people's luggage up to their room for them for 8 hours a day, you know, and it's just really cool because it's a great opportunity to have those conversations. You know, they ask you, do you live here? Are you just down here working a summer job? And I get to tell them, no, I'm down here with a ministry for the summer, learning more about Christianity and what it looks like to follow God. And we're actually encouraged to share that with others. And that's really a great opportunity to just present them with the gospel, you know, and that there's something better, you know, and that's Jesus. So just a few quick announcements for you guys. Next Sunday is the 5th Sunday. And on the 5th Sunday, we take a special offering, and that offering goes to the food pantry. It's a great opportunity to help this community and provide for those in need. So keep that in mind as we approach this next Sunday. I'm sure a lot of you have been enjoying Dr. George's sermon series in John. I know I have. Just want to remind you guys that the sermon series is going to continue for the duration that Campus Outreach and Kaleo are here for the summer. So I encourage all of y'all to be here and learn more about Jesus and his ministry and his teaching through the Gospel of John. And I'm excited to see what God does as he continues to use Dr. George's sermon series.
Well, Jeff, my friend, here we are.
Here we are again, Ronnie. Just one more time.
Just one more time. I tell you what, there's a lot of exciting things happening in our church, and I feel like we've been a part of it. We've been doing some. What's that big word that we've been doing?
We are PR personnel.
PR personnel. Yeah, we have done a great job with that. We've we promoted the concerts, and we've done the.
Those was the Joyful Singers.
Joyful Singers. They did a great job, and also we were able to like today was going to be exciting because we're going to have these young folks the college kids that we promoted to get to sing. And,
yes, we do.
And it's going to be a great time. I tell you, I'm excited. I'm ready for it.
Well, you don't want to get too excited.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
got to remember my heart.
Yeah, your heart.
I got you.
We got to remember that.
But I'm going to tell you what. After this fabulous week right here, and the blessing that's going to be put on our congregation by these singers we've got and what Barry has got put together, next week is going to be a home run.
Yeah, it's another big week. This just keeps going and going and going.
It just does.
Next week, Miranda Chapman. You remember her?
Yeah, I think I can kind of relate when you say something about. Remember her? You say bluegrass.
Bluegrass.
And we're going to we'll hear gospel music in another. Presented to us in another way that's going to bless us. It's going to be unbelievable. I tell you, I'm excited and a lot to celebrate. And we're really moving. The church is really jumping. People just better hold on this summer because it's going to be exciting. Barry's got a lot of things going on. I mean, I'm just getting so excited.
And the neat thing is, Ronnie, they're youngins that are getting involved in it.
Wow, that is true.
That's true.
Kind of like some ones to replace us, right?
Well, yeah,
we're not going to be around here forever.
I still got my eye on them Campbell boys. Y'all want to be here next week? Just don't miss it. Hang in there.
I hope you enjoyed this morning's video announcements. Now would you please stand as we sing together, "O Come to the Altar."